This is the very essence of the oldest team sport in the world.
The sport of polo to me is not just the lifestyle, but it's a part of me. When I'm not playing it, I don't feel right. It's almost like an addiction, and you can't get enough of it.
Invented in the Persian Empire 2,500 years ago to train officers for battle, very little has changed in the sport of polo since. 2 teams of 4 compete from horseback to score the most goals on the biggest playing surface in sports. And while 9 football fields may seem like enough room to run, the competition will find a way to shrink the field quickly.
Competition level is really good. I mean, a lot of balanced teams. Every game is going to be tough and very competitive.
The Colorado Open will attract some of the best players from around the world. And with these premier players come their prolific strings, referring, of course, to each individual player's lineup of horses.
A string of horses for a polo player is around 10 to 12 horses during the season. During the game, there's 6 chuckers. So with those 10 horses, we play 1 horse per chucker, and then whenever the horse we're on gets tired, we can switch.
Yet, for all their grace, a 1,000-pound animal traveling at upwards of 35 miles an hour still represents the knife's edge, and danger remains a constant.
It's a dangerous sport, but we're never going to stop chasing speed because we're out there to win.
For me, to be the greatest player is to have the knowledge of horsemanship. If you don't have the best horses, you're not going to win anything.
This is the consensus among the best players in the world, that horsepower is a necessity. But what does horsepower really mean?
Horsepower is the combination of power, mouth, sensitivity, turning, acceleration. I think it's everything in a horse.
It's that horse that's going to get you to the plays and make you make a play better. So if you're well mounted, then that's your horsepower.
Most horses have a competitive side to them. The great ones do. When you're neck and neck, the good ones have the extra heart to go faster.
But while competitiveness, speed, and power are all attributes of a champion pony, agility and maneuverability are the most essential.
We also have abilities of a horse of having a soft mouth, which is to an amazing advantage.
A horse with a soft mouth has the ability to stop and turn on a dime without much effort on the part of the rider. Horses with both power, speed, but a lightness when stopping and turning are most sought after.
Having that in your hand, the horse's mouth being sensitive, it's a game changer. It is a game changer.
Most players care about winning the most, but I think for a pole player, the most important thing has to be your horses. If you're not there for them always, then you have no chance.
So, with horsepower at the forefront, the stage is set for the big show to begin, the Colorado Open, Colorado's premier polo tournament. Following their tight victory at the Denver Invitational, Hawaii Polo Life is primed and ready for round 2.
It was kind of like bittersweet because it was such a battle between both teams. And me and Chris look at each other, we're like, is it over? I'm like, yeah, Chris, it's over. We did it. We won.
It was super intense. All the teams that were in this 20-goal tournament were extremely strong. Everybody was extremely well mounted.
It was a good feeling. For me as a young player coming up, I don't get many opportunities to play high goal like this. To have a team captain like Diego and someone like Chris as a forward player, that helps a lot. It's a great opportunity. I'm so happy to be here, and to come out with a win is just a dream for a player.
Winning this first tournament was incredible. This is the first time anybody from Hawaii has brought a high goal team to the U.S. in 25 years. We've got an amazing flow going forward, and I think we're going to go into the next tournament carrying that flow and rhythm. Really excited to play against Valiente Adolfo Cambiaso, the greatest guy to ever play the sport of polo, so it's going to be fun.
Now, a look forward to next week.
I hate being on the sidelines, especially for a final. but I think we can do better in the Open. So I'm looking forward to that. On the new lineup, it's gonna be Bob, Adolfo, Poroto Cambiaso, and myself. We should do well. Obviously, it's playing with the best guy in the world, and then his son is up and coming, and he's shredding. So hopefully, we'll give them a good fight.
The key, if we want to have a chance to beat Adolfo, is playing as a team. Because if individually he's amazing, and it's very difficult to stop him. So I think as a team we might have a better chance. Focusing on that, I think we'll be able to go out and really bring it to him.
To play against Cambiaso, you have to be on your A game. If you're not going to score 14 goals in a game, you have no chance.
Players and ponies will have 7 days of rest before the start of the Colorado Open. Stay tuned next week for updates in another episode of In the Saddle.